What is up, YouTube? Rumble. Welcome back to the channel. Today, I wanted to be a little more, in the mainstream and just kind of talk about some things that most people are talking about. And that being Tucker Carlson being fired from Fox News, which is completely wild to me. I hardly believed it when I saw it. I had to source check that with a bunch of different news outlets just to be sure. Because when I think Fox News, I immediately think Tucker Carlson. And a close second would be like Gutfeld and Hannity. I was just completely blown away. Like, there's no way they got rid of Tucker Carlson. Like, he was, in my opinion, the face of Fox News. But sure enough, all was true. Tucker Carlson put out a small reply, which in initial reports, Fox News was claiming that the departure was mutual. But from Tucker Carlson's reply, that's clear as day that it was not very mutual. All right, so we're gonna hop right into this news story from The Independent. It looks like they're updating this article very rapidly. It says Tucker Carlson's News Live blindside Fox News host was negotiating a new contract when Murdoch fired him. Murdoch being, I think, the president of Fox News. Again, guys, I don't use ad blockers, so I just have to suffer through this. As annoying as all this is, I will go ahead and hit skip ad, and they're going to give me another ad. Anyways, blindsided. Tucker Carlson was in the midst of negotiating a new contract with Fox News when he received a call from the CEO, Suzanne Scott, on Monday morning telling him he had been fired from the right-wing network, according to a report. Fox News announced that it had parted ways with the biggest star on Monday, days after settling a $787 million defamation lawsuit with Dominion Voting Systems over lies about the 2020 presidential election. And that was kind of like the initial thing. People thought he was fired because of the lawsuit, or the settlement rather. But then there had been other things, like some kind of like workplace harassment kind of stuff that was kind of happening too. So nobody really knew. And I don't think anybody really knows just what the circumstances are entirely. What's up, guys? It is Future Unreal. It turns out Tucker was actually fired over some religious remarks he had made on his last Friday show. At least that's what the newest update is. I just wanted to sneak that into the video before I publish it. All right, well, back to it. Insider told Vanity Fair that Carlson was caught off guard by the news and had recently been negotiating his contract renewal through 2029. The order for his firing is believed to have come directly from Rupert Murdoch. On Monday night, his Tucker Carlson Tonight Show was instantly replaced with Fox News Tonight, hosted by Brian Kilmeade. I think Brian Kilmeade has like a Fox radio show for the most part. I think that's his big thing. Who brushed over Carlson's sudden departure. As you probably have heard, Fox News and Tucker Carlson have agreed to part ways, he said. I wish Tucker the best. I'm great friends with Tucker and always will be. But right now, it's time for Fox News Tonight, so let's get started. I mean, what else is he supposed to say? Is he supposed to put out like his actual thoughts live on air at his job? Probably not the best idea. Carlson leaves behind a legacy of bringing far-right ideas and racism to mainstream audiences. Are they really calling Tucker Carlson a far-right racist, bringing those ideas to mainstream audiences? That is the most absurd thing I've ever heard in my life. If you've actually watched Tucker Carlson, he might say some brash stuff. Sure, I think he's a little more blunt than most are. But to say he has a legacy of bringing far-right ideas and racism to the mainstream audiences is the most messed up shit I think I've seen in a while. But however you feel about Tucker Carlson, there is without a doubt he was one of the biggest faces when it came to the conservative side of media. Arguably the biggest face, especially when it comes to cable TV. Tucker was bringing in around 3 million people every single day watching his show. And I think what was unique about Tucker Carlson, unlike most conservative, talking heads, is that he actually attracted the younger crowd as well. Now, Fox News lost around $1 billion in market share over the news, but since it looks like it's bounced back pretty much entirely. But Fox News, in my opinion, has made a huge mistake, an absolute huge mistake. Now, Tucker can go pretty much anywhere he wants to go and bring a giant audience with him. But the question is he still in contract, and will he be allowed to make content for other platforms or even for his own platform? Let's say he made his own channel somewhere on YouTube, Rumble, whatever. Is he allowed to do so? Because a lot of these contracts restrict these people from being able to make their own content outside of the organization. Just because Tucker Carlson was fired, it doesn't mean he's going to be able to jump to whatever platform he wants and just immediately start recording things and, putting out his opinion pieces. But with the information that he was negotiating his contract up until 2029, it was in renewal process. That tells me that the contract he was in is either dead or it is about to die, which is probably really good news. But only time will tell. I do wish the best for Tucker. I didn't always agree with his takes, but I did appreciate what he was attempting to do, and I think a lot of people did. He's just, to me, one of those shining examples of you don't have to agree with every single word a person says to like that person. There are people who end friendships just because they have one different political view, and that is absolutely insane. Just batshit crazy. We need to be able to see each other's differences, have a very meaningful and deep conversation about these certain differences. But at the end of the day, we're all Americans, we're all in it together, and I want nothing more than for us to succeed and prosper. Whether you agree with something I say or not, I do always wish you guys the best. And thank you guys so much for watching the video. I would really appreciate it if you slap that like button. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.